Hi, welcome to our video. Today we're going to take a look at this really nice freshly painted 1116 in Blanchard. We're going to fire it up and I'll show you how it runs in a second. First I want to talk about what we've done to it. It's obviously just been painted. We've serviced it. By service it, I mean that we've run the column all the way up and down, cleaned all of the grease, cleaned out all of the grease holes and re-lubed everything. Cleaned out all the grease fittings, especially for the ways down here. I'll talk about that in a second. Made sure everything's getting fresh grease. The dresser, the ways, front and back. Also greased up the column adjusters so they don't get rusty. Most of the work that we did in the saddle area, which is the most time-consuming part of the service. The weight covers that are heavy cast iron on these small machines have been off the machine. The inside of them has been cleaned because it is a wear surface when the saddle goes in and out. The saddle's been out of the machine. It's been inverted. We've cleaned up the ways, cleaned up all the old grease, cleaned out all of the grease lines in here that go through. It's all been freshly greased. All the grease fittings have been cleaned and or replaced. In the saddle itself, we've had the saddle up on the bench, upside down. We've drained the gearbox inside, checked out the gears and bearings. Everything was in nice shape. It's been refilled with clean oil. Clean oil in the saddle trough also. Then we just put all the sheet metal back on it. We kind of put it back together when they painted it. The table speed gearbox, that's also had an oil change. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything else, but I think that's about it. Let's fire it up, see what she does. NEUTROFIER for the magnet. Magnet works. Let me demonstrate that. Magnet works as it should. Also has a demag, obviously, and a variable. When you turn it off, it will demag. You'll see it'll cycle. That's what it's supposed to do as it demagnetizes. Anyway, that's that. Dresser works. These are your buttons. The chuck rotation, you spin the button one way or the other. One way is run, the other way is jog. There's jog. Flip it over on run. It's on run. It's got a 4-speed gearbox like these smaller Blanchards do. That's 15, 24. 41 and 64, which is pretty much rocking. Fire up the spindle so you can hear that. I want to close the guards, run the table in. I forgot to mention, since we greased everything, the table goes in and out nice and free. It's easy to move. Once you do run it in, this is your lock, so the spindle doesn't actually push the table back out. Fire up the spindle, the wheel, whatever you want to call it. That's the spindle with the chuck going round and round. Has the automatic feed down. When you turn your feed down, this comes down, it covers up your power up and down, rapid up and down buttons, so you can't accidentally crash the machine, which is a good idea. Set it to feed down a little bit, a few thousandths. Pull your lever down, and it'll begin feeding, and it will shut off when it gets to 0. That's that. You back up your wheel. It does have the rapid up and down. That's about it. It has the coolant pump is installed in the tank. Obviously there's no coolant in it, but it does function as it should. I'd hit the button and start it, but you can't hear it anyway. Dresser, all your water piping is here. One valve is for the head, the other one's for your regular wash down. I think that's about it, and I think she's about good to go. Thanks for watching our video.